Hey there, and welcome back if you've seen my first unboxing video. This is the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel collaboration with Astell&Kern for the theatrical version AK70 MKII. If you've seen my previous video, I had mentioned this briefly among all the other products I own for Fate. I'm quite a fan of it. And I thought, why not go ahead and showcase this a little bit? Now, I've owned this for a couple months now, and it's been released for a couple months. I believe the AK70 came out around November or October. I think it was a little bit after the movie's release on October 27th. But I think it's a very neat item, a very interesting collaboration, something that I don't think anyone really expected, and also quite rare. So only 1,500 units were made, and it was also only sold in Japan. So I did purchase this through eBay, through a Japan third-party seller, for a little bit more than it was worth. If you go online, you can find the Astell&Kern AK70 MKII for, I believe, 700 USD on their English site. And the Heaven's Feel edition was released for about $820 USD after plugging it in on Google, seeing what the translated difference was. I paid a little bit more for this. Of course, you know, international shipping and all that good stuff. I think it was close to 900. I don't remember exactly. But it was worth every penny, in my opinion, because I love collecting these kinds of things. What I did for you was repackage it. So I tried to get it as close as possible to its original contents, how it was when it first came in. Of course, I don't have the plastic wrap anymore, the box that it was shipped in, but this is the Astell&Kern AK70 MKII, once again. So let me just begin by unboxing it. If you are unaware of the contents, this version came with a little bit more than what you usually get. Of course, it had bonuses for being a collaboration product. Here, let's line all this up. Here we have the main high-resolution audio player, the custom ivory leather case that was one of the bonuses. The AK70 doesn't typically come with this. I believe it's an extra $70 or so if you wanted to buy it extra. So if you think about it, you know, the Astell&Kern is normally 700 USD, and then if you were to include this, it'd be an extra 70 or 80 or so. It wasn't that bad of a price, the 820 USD translated. Of course, I paid more for it, but what else can you do when it's not released in America or anywhere else that isn't Japan? So first things first. Oh no, I was not aware of that. Yeah, I've been using this as my own personal device for music. I'm not sure if people bought this to keep it in like mint condition, which I haven't. Unfortunately, sue me. You can see I kind of scuffed it up a little bit right there. But this case is beautiful and does its job of protecting the music player, which I'll show in a second. I really appreciate the embroidery. It feels so good. You can have the little play dials. It's a little strange. So the middle is pause, of course. But if I recall correctly, these two side buttons confuse me. I always think that one's forward, one's backwards, and it winds up being the opposite. I'm not even going to try and say which one is which right there. But here we have the main contents of the AK70 Mark II. First thing you'll notice is that it comes in the token purple for Heaven's Feel. It is fantastic. Every part of it makes you think this really is, a Fate Stay Night device, which is strange. It's a high-resolution audio player. I've never owned something like this before. I'd honestly never even known what this kind of thing was. I didn't know there was a market for it, this whole audiophile thing, until it was announced, until I saw it online. You can already see I do have a screen protector on it. Just gonna wipe it off a bit. It's not perfect. I've scuffed it up a little here and there. The box, I believe, came with 3 or 4 little screen protectors, which was pretty considerate. I wasn't expecting that at all. You have the etching of the name. Can I zoom in right there? There you go. Everything about this just feels like masterfully crafted. You have the power button, standard 3.5mm audio jack, and this balancing input-output for higher resolution audio device. I'm not sure too much about that. I am no expert on this audiophile world where this device originally came from. But I don't need to be, because the main focus is the fact that it is a Heaven's Feel product. As you can see, if you can see, yeah, that's pretty good. It comes with a custom laser etched backing, which I have told myself that if I ever scratch this in any way, shape, or form, I would probably just end my life on the spot. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I don't really know what else to say. You keep it in this case like all the time, basically. I love taking it out every once in a while just to look at it. But for the most part, super grateful that it came with this case, because I would much rather this case get slightly scuffed or damaged in any way than the device itself. The device is just, it's beautiful. The purple is majestic. They have the little summoning circle on the volume dial. I guess explain the controls a bit. This is the device's volume up and down. It's a very smooth clicking, if that can be heard. Feels very responsive. It goes from a volume of 0 to 150. Like I said, you got the play, forward, backwards configuration. Power button. I just should turn this on, let you see what it's like. The Astell&Kern music players, I think, like electronic-wise, all they make are like music players and things of the sort, like a CD ripper and stuff. Nothing beyond that. But they use custom Android OSs. So anyone unfamiliar with music downloading and stuff like that, which, like I said, I'm no expert on, especially with this hi-fi nonsense, you can't use iTunes for it. I needed to download a program called JRiver, which I think is kind of funny. My name's Jared Rivera, J River. I thought it was neat when I found it. I had seen it through a recommendation, just trying to read up about some hi-fi stuff, kind of wrap my head around the whole thing. Before looking into and owning this device, I didn't really know that there were audio files past MP3 in terms of quality, but it would be an insult to this device if you were to put an MP3 file on it. That's how serious it takes its music. That's how serious Astell&Kern is with its music. And I think the price tag should show in itself that this is not to be toyed with. It came with a couple of sample songs, these concertos. I think that's what, Italian, just for concert. Yeah, a lot of the ones that don't have album covers on them are what came with the device itself to display its just raw strength. It doesn't come with its own like speaker. You can only listen to it by plugging in or connecting to Bluetooth. It does have Bluetooth connection, and it does connect to Wi-Fi. You can see it up there. It's battery, time. When you start it up, it comes in several languages, though not many. It was like English, simplified Chinese, Russian, Japanese, Korean, and that was really it. It just updated today, actually, and added Spanish. And I was like, whoa, neat. But let's see. Yeah. So if you look, its file type is DFF, and its file size is 346.95 megabytes. That is huge. Like these sample songs that the device came with do not mess around. If you've noticed, I put a couple songs on there too. There's a website I use to purchase music now called hdtracks.com, and I bought Daft Punk's Random Access Memories through that, and then I ripped one of my dad's CDs for Hall & Notes because I love Hall & Notes. I have a lot more CDs that I've been meaning to get to. Using JRiver, you're allowed to put the CD in your computer, launch the program, and decide what file type you want to download it as or convert it to. I choose FLAC just because it's pretty easy. From what I've read compared to other file types, the program appreciates it as well. There are other file types that I don't really remember anymore. I've forgotten since then. There's like WPA or something like that. But FLACs I really appreciate. They're simple, better. They're not compressed like MP3 files. There's no digital loss. Oh yeah, they're lossless audio. Lossless. That's what it's called. So we have some songs that HD Tracks gave me for free. They have this like this sample album that you can download for free on the site that just showcases the high resolution of the music to give you an idea of what you're buying. So I got stuff like Wayfaring Stranger, Storms on the Ocean, Spanish Harlem. Spanish Harlem actually came with the player, but the songs that came from HD Tracks themselves, they're of lower quality. They're not as high, but they still sound fantastic. Yeah, FLAC, 139 megabytes. These are huge compared to MP3. I'll pause it right there. There you go. But I didn't even get to this yet. 3 special little sound files the device came with, especially for the release, especially for the collaboration. It's little notes from the voice actresses of Saber, Rin, and Sakura, just talking about the device, thanking you for purchasing this product. There we go. Let me just plug in this. Like I said, the device itself doesn't have a speaker. You can't hear anything if you were just playing, like I clicked on the songs. They were actually playing, you can't hear anything. What it does have, which Astell&Kern advertised as the first music player to have dual DAC channels for under $1,000. Now isn't that something? Under $1,000 to listen to your music with dual DACs. What that does is it separates the left and right audio channels, gives them their specific, there's a DAC for the left channel, DAC for the right channel. It just further separates the sound. I have to tell you, it's like flawless. I'm no audiophile expert. I don't know much about this, but the sound difference is superb. It's ridiculous. I'll show you my headphones in a second just to give you an idea of what I wear, what I use them with. But I figured I'd just take a moment and play each of the 3 special sound clips. So we'll start with Saber. They're about a minute long, I think. Oop. And timed out on me. There you go.
アステル&ケルン AK70 MKII 劇場版フェイトステイナイトヘブンズフィールをご購入いただきありがとうございます。このように自分の声が聞こえてくるというのは不思議ですが、こうしてあなたにお礼を言えるのは嬉しいですね。この時代に召喚されて多くの音楽を耳にすることができました。その中には好ましく繰り返し聴いていたいものもあります。音楽をいつでも楽しめるとは素晴らしいことなのですね。あなたにもこの感情を共有してほしい。願わくば、その思い出がいつまでも音楽と共に蘇らんことを。
Oops. I was trying to stop that.
アステル&ケルン AK70 MKII 劇場版フェイトステイナイトヘブンズフィールを買ってくれてありがとう。こういう機会で音楽を聴くのってなんか男の子って感じがしていいと思う。もちろん女の子が持っていたってかっこいいけどね。私だったら外で音楽を聴くなら明るい曲がいいかな。やっぱり歩いていて気分がいいじゃない？だけど結局は自分が好きな曲を聴くのが一番ね。せっかくこんないい音を持ち歩けるんだから楽しまないなんてもったいないわ。コラボ仕様の特別なモデルを手に入れたんだから、どんどん使ってみんなに自慢してね。
I pressed
ア
pause.
ステル&ケルン AK70 MKII 劇場版フェイトステイナイトヘブンズフィールを手にしてくださりありがとうございます。私、こういったものを持っていないので、ちょっと羨ましいです。皆さんはどんな音楽を聴かれるのでしょう？私は静かにゆっくり落ち着いて音楽を聴きたいです。誰にも邪魔されないで音楽に浸れたら素敵じゃないですか。でも、誰かと一緒に聴くことができたなら、それはとても大切な時間なのかもしれません。どちらも幸せな過ごし方ですよね。ぜひ楽しんでくださいね。
So those are 3 messages. I didn't understand a word of that. I don't think a lot of people watching are. I do have a friend that speaks Japanese and translated them for me. And the gist of the messages are just thanking you for purchasing the product and just talking a little bit about it. You know, each voice actress saying, like, this is an interesting device, sounds beautiful, stuff like that. Please support the movie and such. So, if you noticed, this is how the dial displays. You can also, once you have twisted it a little bit and gone to the screen, you can simply use your hand, slide it up and down for a faster volume. Say you want to play somewhere in the 70s, just drag it down a bit and adjust it from there. And if you had noticed, it is micro USB. I saw a couple people complaining about that. Considering this device was made relatively recently, I think it was released 2017, the Mark II itself. People wanted a USB Type-C for faster charging. But it's not that big a deal, honestly. Charging, though, I will say that this device doesn't have the best battery life. It takes a little bit to charge. I think it just a couple hours. But if you notice, it's currently at 75%. It probably went from 100 to 80 just from me listening to it earlier for about an hour. It's not great. If you want to listen to it all day, you're going to be prepared to have to charge it in the middle of the day or something like that. Nothing crazy. I don't have a lot of free time like that anyway, so I'm not going to be, listening to it all day anyways, so it's kind of fine for me. But that's just a heads up. If you go into the store, it comes with Tidal streaming, which I was a little skeptical at first. When Tidal first released, I at least was a part of the crew that was like, you know, this is stupid. It's dumb cash grab by Jay-Z, whatever. And then I tried the free subscription for high definition title streaming, which is $20 a month. So I didn't continue it. If you go on, I don't know what it'll say. Can I play? Can I play the music? User trying to get the Steam URL does not have a valid session. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I can't play it, unfortunately. That sucks. Can I get rid of that? There you go. Oh, I completely forgot about that until just now, actually. This little circle right here is a home button. Boop, boop. You know, it simply just takes you back to this. It's not a very advanced user interface. Nothing too crazy. You know, songs, album, artists, genre, playlist, folder for looking at your internal storage or external storage. The device holds 64 gigabytes in its internal storage. And here you can sort everything out. The Heavens Feel 3 sound clips come in their own thing. All that cute stuff. And then it supports up to, I believe, 120 gigabytes for micro SD cards. It comes with a dust protector. It comes with 2, actually. It's a cute little, just Astell&Kern A. I have the other one right here. I didn't remember where it goes in the box, so I didn't put it back. Just 'cause I didn't want to just toss it in there. You can just clip that back in, and no dust will be getting into that port. The other store is Groover's Plus, which is, from what I can tell, a Korean music store. Honestly, this is probably the most confusing part of the device. Yeah, that's Korean, right? I swear that's Korean. It has American songs. Like, look, A$AP Rocky. I used to listen to him back in high school. Not so much anymore. And it's on sale. Would you look at that? That's fantastic. I've tried buying music on here. When you buy, you have to log in. You have to make a Groover's account. And it's just way too confusing of a process. If you notice, it's half in Korean, half in English. I do have a Google Plus and all that. But after that, the payment method is kind of... Did I just sign in automatically? Cool. Okay. I was afraid I was going to have to show my, thing and all that. Ugh. I gotta grab my phone. Trying to sign in. Yes. Sign in approved. Cool. So anyways, when you go to, payouts, I don't think it allows American debit cards, which not sure what to do from there. So you just buy. Please choose music as you put more. Oh, so if I buy all. Oh, okay, I see, like that. See, the funds are in Korean. I can't read half of it. Oh yeah, see, mobile or coupon. And from here, I really can't figure out what else to do. Oh, I remember, I was trying to buy 24 karat magic earlier. Let me cancel that. Payment amount. 10,000 or something. Another thing to note is that it's not the best with its internet connection. Oh yeah, see, this, I don't understand any of this. I don't know what Danal is. Danal? Danal? This seems to be the only type of payment system for it. So, honestly, it's kind of useless. I just prefer using the HD tracks like I mentioned earlier, and just transferring, the songs from my computer to the device. It's nice that they have a store, but I'm not even sure, like, people in Japan can use it. It's Korean. It's a little weird. I think that just about covers everything. You sort all this. Oh yeah, we still have this. Comes with a custom card of the official illustration that has been laser etched onto the back of the device. It's a nice little collectible. If you've watched my previous unboxing, this is actually in the Heaven's Feel limited edition Blu-ray art book. Nothing on the back, it's just a plastic card. It's a little thick. It's like a millimeter or two thick. But, yeah, nothing too crazy about this. It's just nice. It's this little gritty feel. If you could kind of tell, it's got a couple 3D elements. Like if you were to slide your finger along it, as grooves and stuff, where the armor and stuff outline. Next, you just have the standard information. Protective film, quick start guide, just explains everything. And its own little micro USB cable. Place all this back. Well, I'm going to be keeping that out. I had it with the rest of my stuff. I'd put it back in here just for the sake of showing it off again, as close as possible to what I originally received it as. I think I did a pretty good job, minus not knowing where to put the micro SD slips. But yep, this covers everything for the Astell&Kern AK70 Mark II. Oop, I can't get it. And Heaven's Feel collaboration. I'll give you a good look of the back one more time just because it's really pretty. Wipe it off a bit. Bam. I love it. I love it so much. It's beautiful. And it is a luxury. Like I said, this product is not cheap. And there are only 1,500 units. It's something that I just really wanted to have. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, this is stupid. I would never buy such a thing. It's ridiculous. Never own it. I would never think of paying, $800+ for an MP3 player. But it's very much not an MP3 player. And as time went on, it just seemed more and more tempting until I finally gave in. Let me just get that in there. I preserved almost everything with this. Just gonna keep it like that. Oop. Safekeeping. What? Here we go. Yeah, thank you for watching. I mainly wanted to do this, because I had mentioned it so much in my Blu-ray unboxing video that I kind of just wanted to show it off. Like I said, it's a very unique item that not a lot of people have. I mean, not that I'm bragging about it. I would perfectly understand if someone were to go, I really don't want to spend almost $900 on a music player. But still, it's rare. Only 1,500 units were produced. And it was only sold in Japan, so you can really only get it through third-party sellers at this point. Resellers. And it's going to be more expensive than what it was originally worth, which, if you're willing to accept that, then that's really all you have to do, because there's no other way to get it. But thank you for watching. Like I said, I mainly just wanted to show this off because I talked about it so much. And because my first video had gotten quite a couple more views than I was expecting it to. I had uploaded it just for my friends, so that they could see it and also, make fun of me. But then, it passed 100 views, which is nothing crazy, but I'm not a YouTuber by any means. Or I'm not one that really makes videos in the first place. So I just thought that was exciting and fun. Plus, I wanted the chance to speak again. It's embarrassing watching that video again, but I was so quiet, and my allergies were trying to kick my ass. So, I'm glad to have had the chance to show this off. I'm glad to own it. I love it. It's quite the listen, I must say. Real quick, I'll just show off my headphones that I use to listen to it. These are Sony's. They're not cheap either, I have to say. When I take something seriously, I do take it seriously. Let's see. I'm only doing this to show what it's called. It's a bunch of numbers. It's the WH-1000XM2s. I believe there was a WH-1000XMs that they replaced with this. And these sound fantastic. They have a pretty decent battery life. I haven't charged them in at least a month. And they still work. They have noise canceling features. It's ridiculous. Like, this entire cup right here is a touchscreen. If you put your entire hand on it, it has a microphone on the outside to start filtering in sound to cancel the noise canceling. So you can actually hear what's going on around you. Like, if someone's trying to get your attention, you just put this on and be like, hey, what's up, dude? And you can suddenly hear the world. But these are, like, high-res audio. They're serious. I believe they retail for like $350. I bought them on eBay for about $100 less. You know me, I'll take any discount I can and run with it. This is the color Champagne Gold. It also comes in black. I just thought Champagne Gold was interesting. I will say, though, they're not that loud, and the device itself is not that loud. So combined, you're not getting very loud output. Even at 150, it's not that loud with these two compared. If I were to put in my Beats earbuds, I have the little sports ones that wrap around your ear, then it'll be loud. It'll take itself up a notch. But I think it's purposeful. It purposely has a limited volume cap. Just, if you're trying to blast out your ears, I don't think you can truly appreciate the music that you're listening to. And these probably had the same idea, and they don't communicate too well on that stance, but you can still listen to the music perfectly fine, just not as loud as I usually do. But the noise canceling kind of balances that out, because you're not hearing a lot of sound from outside either. But this isn't a showcase of these headphones. I just wanted to show you what I use with them, because you do kind of need both ends. If you want to listen to high-res audio, you need the player itself, and then also something that can transfer that sound. Once again, thank you for watching. This has been a showcase / pseudo unboxing of the Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel Movie 1 collaboration with Astell&Kern for the limited edition AK70 MKII. A beautiful device. Thank you for watching, and sorry I talked for so long.